Hi Cancer, welcome to your September 2025 General Love Tarot reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a General Love Tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Cancer. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Cancer. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Cancer and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped, reversed. That's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. And I like to start off my readings by doing a quick little mini meditation to clear and set the energy. But if you're just here for the card pull, I completely understand. You could go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life. And we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for September 2025. For you guys, it was interesting because I was seeing someone with like specific like black Ray-Ban sunglasses, and I saw them kind of like leaning over and then like checking someone or something out and then kind of pushing them up. So I wonder if you caught someone's attention, Cancer. Maybe there was someone you're checking out recently that, I don't know, you have an attraction to, a crush on. Maybe someone's crushing on you. And again, these messages don't have to be the indicators if this reading is for you or not. It's just a way I like to connect with some people who are tuned into this reading early before the reading gets started. I'm also seeing the letter I as an Ian or Izzy, first, middle, last initial, can mean something to someone. Let's see. Tell me about September 2025 for Cancer. Okay, that one wanted to come out really bad. So we have love yourself first. And it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So Cancer, you're kind of putting out a boss energy here, a don't mess with me energy here, and I love myself first energy. And people are really getting that from first interacting with you in September. And I do feel like there's anyone that tries to kind of play with you, they're pushed to the side and they know that quickly. This is a time in September, Cancer, where you are just honoring yourself and you're choosing yourself. And maybe in September, there's finally someone that has been in your life kind of in and out, inconsistent, hot and cold, that you're finally just saying, you know what, bye. I don't need this. I'm good. If you want me, you're going to have to stay around because I'm not putting up with this anymore. And I wonder what they're going to do with that for some of you that is kind of having a situation go down in September for you guys this month. Tell me more. Tell me more about this situation. Then we have conflict and defeat with the 5 of Swords. So someone is feeling conflicted and defeated when it comes to you. You are rejecting someone here, or at least letting them know that they can't be in your life like that. You don't need them in your life like that. And it's really actually upsetting them. 5 of Swords is Aquarius energy. So some of you could have Aquarius in your chart, or you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Tell me more. Okay, then we have earth energy with grounding, yes. So some of you could have earth in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be an earth sign as well. But I really do feel as if, yeah, there's someone who thought they could play around with you for too long and they're understanding FAFO right now. And it's like, yeah, you thought that this was going to be it. You thought I was just going to wait around, that I was going to accept this. No, I'm not. And they feel like you slammed the door in their face, and they feel kind of hurt by that. But I don't think that's really the situation. I think that you really were trying to give this a chance, but they kept disrespecting you. And you're not going to be anyone's doormat at all. And I think they're learning this the hard way. And so I feel with this earth energy, with this grounding presence, it's like your sense of self, your base chakra is being enhanced. And once you know yourself, you know what it is you want. You know what you're not going to tolerate. And that's what you're cultivating in yourself, Cancer. And that's what everyone is starting to realize about you. And some people are going to think you're being selfish. Some people are going to think that you're being stuck up, and they'll criticize you of it. But I know the truth from what I see. You put up with too much crap for too long in your love life. And that's all about to end in September. And people better know about it. And if they want any chance with you, they better correct themselves, and correct themselves quick, because you know who you are now, and you're not going to waste your time on anything that isn't what is going to cultivate you, what is going to inspire you and support you. Because whoever this is with Five of Swords energy, this is someone that likes to play games. This is someone who likes to have the upper hand, who thinks that, you know, by being in and out of your life, it gives them some control. They're losing the control now. They're losing the power now. And that's something they can't really handle at this point. I wonder if some of you guys have been seeing a lot of ravens or crows recently, and that could be a confirmation of some sort of ending happening in your love life. But it's for the best, Cancer, I want to say. So let's go ahead and dive deeper into this. Tell me more. Judgment. Yeah, not surprised to see that here. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, Scorpio energy, Queen of Pentacles. I know that's right. Okay, we're going to pull out all the cards out first, and then we'll do a deep dive. Ooh, I love these cards for you guys. Yeah. So bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Sorry, guys, I have to censor these for YouTube community guidelines. I feel... So different things. Cancer, for some of you guys, this is that person's energy where they're closed off, detached. They didn't want to connect emotionally. They didn't want to connect in depth. They were very superficial. And so they wanted things transactionally. They wanted things their way. They like to be in control of themselves and the things around them. They don't like to be vulnerable. They don't like to feel weak or exposed. And that just kind of led to their downfall here, because you are someone that likes to go in depth. You are someone that likes to be real. And this person just wasn't willing to open up to you in that way. And others of you with this Four of Pentacles energy, this could be your energy of where you felt for some time that maybe you only could have had this type of love that you wanted to have with this specific person. So you tried to hold on to it. You tried to keep it close, but it wasn't giving you anything that you deserve. And it was almost like the thought or the fear of losing this person would mean that you wouldn't have anything, I think, diminished. I think there's something that really was the last straw for you to decide, I'm not going to hold on to this anymore. And that has empowered you greatly. So in September, we have Judgment here. So I feel like this is your wake-up call, Cancer, for a lot of you that are finally realizing that this person doesn't care for me the way I need to be cared for. That this person may, you know, be only into this for a certain thing that isn't what honors me. And I feel a lot of you guys, they're either doing this in September that is really opening your eyes to one thing that is like undeniable, or this just happened to you. And now you're kind of starting to see everything add up where you weren't able to before. And I don't blame you, Cancer, because again, with the Five of Swords, this person liked to play games. They like to play mind games particularly. It gave them some sort of upper hand for what they thought. Now with Judgment here, if this is something that they're going through, I think they're seeing a whole different version of you that was always there. But again, because of their own distorted perception or because of what was allowed before for them to act in your life, they didn't know who you are. And now that they're seeing the realer version of you that is empowered, that is doing what's best for oneself more than what this person was hoping you would continue to do for them, it has given them some sort of shock. And I feel like they almost feel in the sense that from you coming into your power in September, for the first time, they're really seeing how impactful you are. How, in tune with yourself you really are in a way that they were hoping you wouldn't discover. They're hoping you wouldn't really find out or remember even in that sense. So with Judgment being the dead center of this, someone's eyes are fully opening. They're finally getting it. And I think it's something from Spirit, God, the universe that is showing this to you, Cancer, that now that you see this, it can't be unseen. And it's going to have forever this impact on you in knowing yourself and making the right choices and the right judgment calls for yourself to elevate your love life. Because what's crossing this is the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. So if this is a conflict card, I think for some time, again, there was self-worth or insecurities that were a little bit interfering with someone's potential of outgrowing this. So this doesn't mean that you think you're like unattractive or undesirable, but it could mean like, again, feeling so focused in on someone without realizing that what this person was giving was breadcrumbs. And you deserve a whole meal, you deserve a whole feast, is something that I think is like, okay, not insecure about oneself, but the insecurity of finding something that could be better than this outside of what you perceive to be valuable. And I think a lot of you guys, through interacting with this person, has been able to reframe that and has been able to really understand that there's so much more you can experience. There's so much more that you can have out of a romantic situation, that you deserve to have out of a romantic situation. Now, others of you, if this is an enhancement card, then yeah, I think this is putting what you found out about yourself into practice, into use, establishing boundaries, spending time on people, places, things that just flourish you, that help invest in you, that help grow you. And to see maybe for you doing your own thing and this person is unwilling to do that, maybe is an indicator that you deserve more. But to really ground that and to really assert that is going to be maybe a challenge for some of you guys, especially if you've had feelings for this person for quite some time, or if they continue to try to do the mind games. But I think you're aware, Cancer, of the evidence of the 3D, of the lack that they can't do for you. What's crowning this is the Strength card. Beautiful. Leo energy. So I feel through you being the person who's grounding these intentions, grounding what it is that you want to achieve and what you're looking for, and not making any excuses for things that can't meet up with that. It's showing your strength. It's showing this fire in you. It's showing this power in you that this person is clearly seeing now that you're doing this for yourself, or at least trying to do this for yourself in September. And yeah, I don't know why they didn't see this before, but it's undeniable now. Your strength, the strength in what you know you want, how you're going to get it. And even just if it's tempting to reach out to this person or tempting to entertain this person, but knowing they're only in it for themselves, I think you guys are showing a lot of restraint here. They may be very attractive, they may be very sexy, but even so, I think what attracts you guys the most is the way they use their words. Is very seductive, is very witty, is very stimulating. And so I think some of you guys have fallen prey to this person's words. And now that you see that they've never been able to fully follow through or to stay consistent, I think that's the reminder you're having through the judgment that has opened your eyes to stay grounded and firm. And knowing that no matter what, even if they say the things that make me excited, that make me, really turned on, I got to stay strong, knowing what's best for me. And your strength is shocking them. I don't know why it is, but it is. What's rooting this is the Knight of Wands. Sagittarius energy. So some people know this card to be the player, play yet card. And yeah, I think September at first, when you give them the first aftershock, it's like they still don't really get it. So they may still be trying to pursue, flirt, hit you up, see what you're up to, what you're doing. Let's go out, let's party, in and out, you know, to test, to see if you're really meaning this or if you're just joking for whatever reason. And I think that that is going to be, again, they're very good looking, or they're very charming, or they're very confident. So that's something that does turn you on and always has been about this person. But now you're seeing there's more to what it is that you desire than just a passionate affair, than just a passionate hookup, a passionate person. They have to align that passion with meaning. And I think that's something that a lot of you are kind of seeing, that this person's just temporary. They're just in for it for a moment, and they get easily distracted by the next. And you're not just an option, Cancer. And I think a lot of you are kind of seeing that through this person's eyes. At least that's how you feel they've treated you. Now, some of you guys may be traveling this month in September, maybe going on some trip, maybe a friend's trip, a business trip. And maybe by separating yourself physically from this energy, it's making you feel a lot more free. It's making you feel a lot more detached from this heavy energy. And I wonder too, if it's not even literally traveling, you could just be going out more. You could just be distracting yourself more away from this person and their energy. And it's already lighting up so much within you. And it's making you already feel a lot more confident in yourself. And that's something that Spirit does want you to note, Cancer. I kind of want to clarify this Knight of Wands to get a little bit further here. There could be a date that you're going on with someone entirely new too, that if this person, the Five of Swords person, finds out, they're actually going to get a little bit more jealous than what they suspected to be. But tell me more about this Knight of Pentacles, or Knight of Wands energy. Three of Swords, yep, not surprised. And the Prince of Wands. So the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Or I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. How funny. Knight of Wands coming out twice. Sagittarius energy, Libra energy, and Virgo energy here. So yeah, it's almost like they're trying to call your bluff for some of you guys. With the Three of Swords, it hurts their ego. It stings a bit, but they still don't really think you mean it. And so that's why it's like in and out, kind of like there'll be some days where they text you heavily. Some days will they'll be quiet because you're not, you know, as welcoming, rolling out the red carpet for them. And then they try to pursue it again, just thinking, oh, maybe they're in a bad mood, or maybe they're just mad at me. Maybe you'll pass over. And that's the cycle you've been in with this person before. And that's changing. And again, whether the Three of Swords is on your end because they hurt you, or from realizing the access to you and where you guys were once with them is no longer going to be tolerated, that gives them some sort of hurt that I think they won't admit to themselves yet, but the sting is starting to happen within them. But with the Knight of Pentacles here, I do feel this is your energy. And it's going to take some time before you're fully over this. And it's going to take some time to really start to implement this self-worth in your life that you guys, again, are reconnecting with. But I do feel like maybe even a lot of you are realizing that the people who may be for your best interest and efforts are the ones that prove it. Even if it's not passionate, hot and heavy, intense from like the second, the ones that show the care, the ones that put effort in, it may compensate for the lack of passion and excitement that the types of people like this Knight of Wands has shown you before. And I think you're seeing the value in the people that maybe go a little bit slower and develop things slowly versus the ones that rush all in, that, you know, love bomb you or make you feel really good about yourself to only just then get bored and on to the next again. So maybe there's a Knight of Pentacles, whether this is you or someone that is coming into your life that is a very different vibe than the Knight of Wands. And they may be a little bit more reserved. They may be a little bit more grounded. But I think that person is going to give you a lot more than any Knight of Wands could. This person could have black hair or maybe have like a mustache or a goatee. not for everyone. In the recent past, we have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. I feel this is what happened to you, Cancer. It was, again, being left to dry, left out there. Just, you know, they came over, you guys hung out, you had a good time, and then all of a sudden they go silent, or they stop texting back, they stop calling. And I don't know, something about this time around, whether it's the development of what you've been kind of reflecting internally about yourself, of what you want and what you're worth, or even just the repetition has become so apparent now that you're realizing, is this something I just want to keep putting myself in again and again, staying stuck in again and again? And maybe this last time of when they disrespected you or hurt you made you see things differently, and a different perspective that now is the catalyst to your growth, is the catalyst to your awareness, that I don't think you're going to forget again. But that pause in their own, Knight of Wands' own ability to reach out, to contact you, although it hurt, I think it was meaningful and a turning point for when you said you had enough. All right, Cancer, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, you need to be prepared for, aware of. We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome, pull some more tarot oracle cards to just dive deeper into this situation. So if you guys really felt this was your reading, I promise there'll be more clarity and answers for you in the extended reading. And if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video where you will find a link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Cancer, I really hope this resonated with you. I hope this has given you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Cancer, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Cancer.